here's what we're looking at this morning. Multiple crime scenes and multiple deaths. At 10:05, our first call was 2 people that had been shot. We arrived and there was 2 people deceased that had been shot. At 10:14, there was a shooting at a residence over here where they called us and said, hey, somebody just shot at our residence, and they described the vehicle as a dark SUV. At 10:18, at the convenience store, which is about a half a mile away, this individual shot somebody at the convenience store. Now that guy's still alive, all right? And then our deputy was back here with some other deputies, and our deputy was putting crime scene tape around the area where the initial shooting at the residence was. The suspect drove into that area, accelerated, left the main roadway, and struck our deputy that was putting up the crime scene tape. It knocked the deputy back about 40 feet and he hit the ground, all right? At that time, the suspect actually got out of his vehicle with a handgun and was going towards a deputy that was on the ground. The deputy was able to get his firearm out and shoot the individual before that guy shot him, right? Now, there was a detective in the area, but he was back about another 100 feet. He fired a couple rounds, but the guy was already down by then. So basically what we have is this guy went on one hell of a crime spree tonight, shooting people, killing them, and then obviously trying to kill our deputy, because it's obvious what he did. He actually left the roadway on purpose and struck him. The deputy is up at St. Mary's. He has a compound fracture of his ankle. He's got a lot of bumps and bruises everywhere else, but he's very, very lucky to be alive. This suspect is Charles Curtis McLeod, 44 years old. We've given you a picture of the individual. We're going to give you this picture of his firearm that he had when he got out of the vehicle. It's a 9mm. And that's about where we stand right now. Like I said, the deputy is very, very fortunate that the initial strike with the vehicle didn't kill him, but he showed a great deal of courage, a great deal of stamina to be able to get his gun out and neutralize this guy before he could shoot him on the ground. That's where we're at. We've got multiple crime scenes going out here. We're going to be out here quite a while. We're 99% positive he's the guy that's involved in the double homicide also. We have eyewitnesses on the other places that he was at, but it's pretty obvious that's where he was at to start with.
Okay.
Questions?
So just for clarification,
Yep.
We had double homicide in a residence, then there was the shooting at the convenience store. That person who shot at the convenience store is still recovering, the 2 people in the double homicide.
And then the shooting at the house here.
Okay, so there was a
There's
double homicide?
3 different locations.
Got
Double
it.
homicide, convenience store, shooting at a residence here.
Okay.
And then he was coming back.
And so that scene down there is from the shooting at the residence?
Right.
Okay.
That's what our deputy was putting the crime scene up around when the guy struck him with the vehicle.
And he was struck by the vehicle just over there
Yes.
while setting up crime scene tape for the homicide.
Where
at
the guy
residence.
shot at the residence.
Okay. And when it comes to people who are deceased, in addition to the suspect here, we have the 2 people from the double homicide. Anyone else deceased?
No.
Related to these shootings?
Nope.
Okay.
Everybody else is still alive.
You know, the ability to, in the face of a compound fracture, being thrown that far, can you speak to the amount of training and just ability that your deputy had in order to get that gun out and get it on target?
Well, his training kicked in, right? What really kicked in was his courage and his will to survive and not let this guy get out of the car with the gun and shoot him on the ground. That's what the guy's intent was. So yeah, he showed a lot of courage and a lot of stamina, believe me.
I'm sure you would have mentioned it, but I just have to ask, do we know of any connection between the suspects and these different victims?
We don't know right now. That's under investigation.
As for the helicopter that flew to the hospital, was it the Trauma Hawk or the Sheriff's
Trauma
office?
Hawk took one of the victims from the convenience store. We flew our guy up there ourselves. All right, that's it.
Thank
More
you
to
for your
be determined.
Thank you for your time,
Okay.
Sheriff. Really happy to hear you guys doing okay.
Okay.